Hi, I'm Big E. You may know me from my show Big Predictions, but I'm also an avid sports fan and arguably one of the greatest managers of all time. And I got DirecTV. And I'm not so avid sports fan, Big E, and I have cable. With DirecTV, I can watch every single game, every single Sunday, right from my phone, anytime, anywhere, which is great for when I gotta keep track of my predictions. With cable, I can't watch any of the games any Sunday, so I spend my time doing non-sports things, like walking outside or feeding the dog. Don't be like this, me. Get DirecTV now. You'll be glad you did.
Hello everybody and welcome to week 3 of Big Predictions. It was a pretty decent week 2, I will say right now. I'm going to hop right into it, no delays at all. Let's get into it. On my week 2 record, I'm already starting off great, as I thought I would. This week I went 14-3, not a bad week 2 at all, I must say. I'm pretty damn proud of myself, which brings my 2017 record to 23-9. Really good record, I must say right now. Hoping we'll keep it up in week 3. Some notable games: Patriots back on track after that loss, and then Giants look terrible. That's most of the teams that I thought were going to look good do look good, so there's that. Anyway, enough of week 2. Let's just jump right in to week 3. Alright, of course, we have our Thursday night game tonight, and this is why Thursday night football should just be reduced by a law or just banned it up or just discontinued altogether. We have the Rams and the 49ers on Thursday night. I'm just going to make this one really quick. I'm going to pick the Rams for this one. That's all I got to say. And then the next game, we have the Ravens and the Jaguars. Now, the Jags, after a good week 1, they looked dismal in week 2. Not very good at all. But the Ravens did look good, and that's what I'm going to take, the Baltimore Ravens. Next game, we have the Browns and the Colts. The Colts have just not looked good the last two weeks. Not good at all. That's why I'm going to take the Cleveland Browns. I did say they were going to go 8-8 this season. They're 0-2 right now. The first of 8 wins are coming this week. Next game, we have the Giants at the Eagles. The Giants. I could make a whole another episode on what should be done to the New York Giants. I'm not going to talk about it right now. I'm still pretty pissed off about the last 2 weeks. But facing the Eagles, and for some reason the Giants can never win in Philadelphia, no matter how good they are. Based on the way they're playing, that streak's probably going to continue. And the Eagles will probably win again, so that's who I'm going to pick, the Eagles over the Giants. Next game, we have the Dolphins and the Jets. AFC East matchup. Jets look pretty dismal too. Last 2 weeks have just not looked good for them. So that's why I'm going to take the Dolphins. They lost. I picked them last week. No, I didn't pick them last week. They won. I'm going to pick them this week. I think they're going to win again. Next game, we have the Broncos and the Bills. The Broncos kicked ass against Dallas. Kicked their ass right back to Dallas. Good place for them. And they're headed to Buffalo. And I think the Broncos are going to pull it off 2 straight for Denver. Next game, we have the Saints and the Panthers. A NFC South matchup. The Saints defense just does not look good. The Panthers, their offense doesn't look good. Only put up 9 points, all field goals this past week. But I'm going to take them to beat the Saints. If their offense can get it together, Panthers win it. Next game, we have the Steelers and the Bears. The Bears just do not look good. And the Steelers do look good, so that's why I'm going to take the Steelers over the Bears. Next up, we have the Falcons and the Lions. The Lions, they look good the past 2 weeks. Also, the Falcons have. They look really good against Green Bay this past Sunday night. And that's what I'm going to take. I think the Falcons are going to win this one. Next up, we have the Bucks and the Vikings. Tampa Bay, they looked all right in their season opener. Looked okay, but ultimately I'm going to take the Vikings on their home field, and they're at home, so the Vikings over the Bucks. Next game, we have the Texans and the Patriots. This is the highly anticipated matchup, a rematch of last year's playoff game. The Texans, I think they're going to put up a good game, but ultimately I got to take the Pats. I just think they have an overall better team than the Texans do. So the Pats, and they're winning. Next up, we have the Seahawks and the Titans. Pretty easy here. I think the Seahawks are going to win this one. I just think they have an overall better team. Next up, we have the Bengals and the Packers. The Packers, they lost to a pretty good Atlanta team, but the Bengals, they just don't look good at all this season. They have a long way to go. So the Packers are going to win this one. I'm taking the Packers. Next up, we have the Chiefs and the Chargers in an AFC West matchup. I think this is a pretty simple one. I'm going to take the Chiefs to win. I just think they're overall better than the Chargers. The Chiefs are the real deal this year, I believe. And we enter the Sunday night game now, where we have the Raiders and the Redskins. The Raiders, they look really good this past week. Michael Crabtree, Derek Carr, they both look really good. And the Redskins got to win over the Rams, but ultimately I'm going to take the Raiders. I think they have an overall better team, so the Raiders are going to win. And we head to the final game of Week 3, where we have the Cowboys and the Cardinals. Now, the Cowboys, the Denver Broncos proved the Cowboys are not good this year. They are a mediocre team at best. And the Cardinals got an overtime win over the Colts. So, it's a tough one, but I think I'm ultimately going to take the Cowboys to win. I think they do have a better team than the Cardinals. The Cardinals haven't really impressed me that much still this season, so the Cowboys are going to win. Well, guys, that's going to do it with me this week. Anyway, guys, thank you all for watching. Tune in next week for Week 4. See how we do Week 3. Next time, guys, I'm Big E saying so long, everybody.